What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and this is for my ladies. This is my podcast where amazing things happen and we get to talk, discuss, and celebrate real women of color. This is for my ladies is just for you. This podcast is a place where I get to highlight not only my life dreams and goals, but yours too. I believe I was called to create a platform for myself to express not only my thoughts, but those of other women that's unfiltered and untamed. I plan to talk and discuss topics that interest me and other women. I want my audience to be engaged and aware, so any topics, email them to me at tishadediva@gmail.com. What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and y'all already know what time it is. This is for my ladies. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. I am back with my 33rd episode of This is for my ladies. And when I tell y'all, it is with great pleasure and great honor to be before you all today for a very, very vainglorious day. Shout out to my mom for that word. She told me what that word was today, vainglorious. So if you don't know what it is, look it up. But anyway, so today, y'all, which some of y'all have already seen because I posted some of the videos, they have went ahead and installed some of the traffic lights up at the intersection of Princess Anne and Majestic. And when I tell you, I am just so happy and so proud to be able to be the person to have done that, to have made history in our city, in the city of Norfolk. You know, I was talking to my neighbor and he was just saying, like, never in his life, like never. And my neighbor is 39 years old. He was like, never in his 39 years of living ever met anybody that changed an entire street. He was like, do you know what that is doing? Like what you did? And I was like, yeah, like I'm saving another, like a life. Yes, like that is so important. That is so important. And, you know, this is in honor of Gregory Bateman Jr., like to not like forget what happened on September 21st of 2018 when 12-year-old Gregory Bateman Jr. lost his life. He was hit and killed at the intersection of Princess Anne Road and Majestic Avenue in Norfolk, Virginia, while crossing the street, the intersection, leaving from the library on a Friday after taking a test, retaking a test because he had got an A- and he wanted to get an A. And his life was taken. And as y'all know, I saw something that needed to be done. If you listen to my podcast, A Call to Citizen, a call to action, for citizens, it basically saying stand up, take a stance, raise your voice. If you see a problem, if you see an issue, if you see a problem and if you see an issue, it is now your business and your concern to find a solution, to find a proper solution for it. Like, we hear people complain about things all the time, things that they can actually change. Why complain when you can change? Like, that is a slogan. Why complain when you could change? Change it. Change your environment. Change your mind. Change your thought. Change it. Change you. Change you. I had to change my mind and everything. I mean, it was just like, and I'll just tell you, when I heard about what happened to Gregory, I prayed. I prayed and I was just like, God, use me. Like, use me, allow me to be your voice, allow me to be your vessel. Like, if this is what you want me to do, like, I was like, and I stopped and I was like, take any selfish gain, anything that, like anything, whatever it is, I was like, stop it. I said, but if this is of you and this is how, if you want me to do it, being obedient and all that stuff for what, being obedient, I would allow it to happen. Like, and like after that, and I was in the shower, I was praying that, I don't know, I just pray in the shower. Like, people had their places. That's my war room, the shower. Anyway, so, yeah. So that was that Saturday. That Sunday morning, I went out there to Gregory's memorial and all that stuff or whatever. And, I had made a little video and I was just like, I'm about to start a petition and all that stuff or whatever. I went to the library. I started, went on change.org. So right now, what I'm telling y'all, this is pretty much like the blueprint of what I did, because people always come in, now people be in my inbox like, oh yeah, there was something that happened here, there was something that happened there and all that stuff or whatever. And here's the blueprint. And I tell them like, wow, it's unfortunate that happened, but here's what you can do. Here's the change that you can be, because if you're bringing it to my attention and you're bringing it like, trying to make it a concern of mine when it's really a concern of yours. I mean, no offense, but don't be trying to put that on me. Look, I still got work that I need to do on this side. You get your side together, okay? And that's all about working within your community. Your community. Like, I'm in a community where I still need to do work. And once that work is done, or even at a certain level, okay, then yeah. But even if you're not the one, even if you know that you're not the one, yeah, bring it to somebody even still within your area and say like, hey, listen, I might not be the best talker or the best speaker, or like I may not really know how to enunciate or articulate, but this is kind of like how I feel, because sometimes people are working out of emotion, and sometimes people, because I'm going to tell y'all, I was a little emotional when I first started this journey. I was emotional, and I definitely shout out to Alicia. Thank you so much, because she called me and she was just like, anyway, back to the blueprint, y'all. So went on change.org because, I'll get there. But anyway, so I went on change.org and, I started getting the petition, typing it up, what I wanted to do and all that stuff or whatever. And, I published it, and it really, I had made a very emotional video because I was in mourning, y'all. When I tell y'all I was in mourning, like that was my child, like I lost my child. And it's just like when I asked God to use me, he used me. Like I felt everything. When I tell you I felt everything, it's just like Gregory mom was just like, you need to go get some sleep. Like, you need to go and rest. Like, you need to go and eat. I wasn't eating. I didn't have an appetite. And people was like, why you like that? That ain't even your child. Like, but, and my response is, did it have to be? Did it have to be? Like, did that have to be my child for me to stand up? No, it didn't have to be my child. But again, as a woman and as a person that can bear life, as a woman, these are all my kids. Anybody that run around here. Like when I'm in the neighborhood, like just today, there's some, like I have some, like in my neighborhood, there are kids and they leave their bikes in the middle of the street. Like they just leave them there. Just leave them there. So, right. Hey guys. Hey, y'all be leaving bikes in the street. Don't leave bikes in the street, okay? Make sure you tell all your friends, don't leave bikes in the street. What did I say? They say something else. No, don't leave bikes in the street. Say it with me. Don't leave bikes in the street. Don't leave bikes in the street. One more time. And they're like, don't leave bikes in the street. Okay, now go tell your friends. Don't leave no bikes in these streets. Like, these are cars trying to, like, granted, we have to understand that kids are at play. And that's another thing that Broad Creek needs. They need signs that say kids are at play. There are kids always playing, and they are in the back where we park and all that stuff, at least in my area. I don't know where it is in each, but again, that's steps. Steps. But anyway, so social media, the power of social media, y'all. Like, it is very lucrative. Well, like, lucrative as far as getting whatever it is that you need out there in order for, somebody to take action. And sometimes with social media, depending on, where people's hearts are and where people's minds are and all that stuff, it can be like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Oh, no, I'm good. So, but at the end of the day, this was a call to action for the city of Norfolk, for anybody that traveled that road. Like, that was a call to action for you as a citizen, you as a resident, you as a parent, you as a human being to stand up. That's why I say you all are just as responsible as I am, because you even signed a petition, like, and that even, even that counted. And like, I had generated over 2,800 signatures online, and I had generated over 500 on paper. And that was from me launching that petition on September 25th, 2018, Sunday. The girl born on Sunday. Me. Anyway. Yes, September 25th, 2018 to, Sunday, September 23rd, 2018 to Tuesday, September 25th of 2018. So that was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days. In 3 days, he rose, y'all. Come on, stay with me now. Don't make me take y'all to church. But anyway, so yeah. So 2,800 signatures online, over 500 signatures on paper from Sunday to Tuesday, y'all, on paper, over 500. So I was out there in the rain. I had got this little poncho that I had got from the Beyonce on a Run 2 tour in Philly. Shout out to Philly. Me and my girl Shayna and her sister Shonda and Shabria, we had went to Philly to go see Beyonce, and I had got this little 2 ponchos for $6. So, and I had kept that little poncho, and I had took it out there because it rained on me, and I was still out there trying to get those signatures until it got too, like, I just couldn't stand out there because now my paper is messing up. But I was out there every morning and every afternoon. I took it when I went to Wawa, when I went to Walmart, when I went to Dollar Tree, when I went anywhere. I always had it on me, telling people who Gregory Bateman was and who I am and what it is that I'm trying to do. And so I saw a problem, and I saw that there needed to be a solution. So when there's a problem, if you find that there's a problem, find a solution to it. That's just life. We have this whole gap because we're waiting for others to find solutions for us when we are the links and everything that connect to this solution. That's what we are. That's what you are. If you're watching this, that's what you are. Because some people aren't like that. Some people, if you're listening to this, you are, because this is going for my audio for my podcast. That is little break. So if you haven't, because I already, was just getting into it, but make sure you subscribe to all of my whatever, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Listen to me on all podcast streaming platforms, Apple Podcasts, iTunes Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. Make sure you listen to me on Anchor. Make sure you listen to those ads, those 2 little ads. Help me get paid, y'all, because this is how I'm getting paid off of this or whatever. And I only got a little bit of money in my little wallet because, again, this is still growing. But, hey, I'm trying to get rich off of this, all right? Okay, so if you also even want to subscribe and give me a monthly fee, Cause y'all get everybody else a month. Y'all get Planet Fitness a monthly fee and y'all don't even go. Help me out. Y'all making those people rich. Help me out. I'm doing stuff for the community. I got a traffic light. So anything that I do or any money that I generate, longevity, is gonna always go back to the community where I grew up, to the communities where I lived. Okay? And that's how it should be. We have to make sure that we give back. I was telling somebody, home is where the heart is. Your heart is there in your home. Your hearts are there. Where whoever you lay your heart is there. So home is where your heart is, and that's where your home is. So Norfolk, Virginia is always going to be my home. My heart is going to always be here because this is my home. This is where my family is. And this is where that my family is going to create family, and they're going to go wherever. But I want to make sure that I set up for generations, and not just mine, but other generations too. You feel me? So anyway, I started going, so from that Sunday, September 23rd, 2018, to that Tuesday, Tisha Tuesday, September 25th, 2018, I went to my first City Hall meeting. My first town hall meeting, y'all. And some of you have been. Y'all probably had to go for school or something or whatever. But I went to my first one, and I was not prepared at all. But God got me. When I tell you, if we want to compare it to a little scripture in the Bible, like when Moses walked in front of the Pharaoh or something, like, like, I'm going to guide you, take my rod and thy staff. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt like when all I did, my rod and thy staff, my pen and my piece of paper. And all I did when I was in there, I didn't have anything but just the signatures, the petitions that I had. And I was just writing just listening. They talking, just listening, just writing it down, what I could catch and all of that stuff. And when I tell you, I got up there and it's just like, I just regurgitated everything that was in me. Everything just came out. Everything was out. And it was great. It was awesome. It was phenomenal. It was moving. Clearly, because there are some traffic lights that are up right now. And I kept going every other week. And then on November 20th, Tisha Tuesday, November 20th, 2018, Councilman Paul Riddick, he was just like, listen, we got the money. Put the light up. And I got the videos, and I wish I could, like, insert videos all here. You know how they be all on YouTube. Insert the videos. But anyway, I'll even post a link so y'all can watch that. It's like at the 43rd minute, at 43 minutes, 43rd minute, where you can just hear him just go. Like, stop playing. That's what he said. He said, stop playing and put the light up. Stop playing. Yes, stop playing for somebody else lose their life. We have to take things serious. We have to stop thinking, yeah, drink your water and mind your business, but mind your community. Mind your community. Why do we live in communities and we can't even speak to our neighbors? We don't even know their name. We shouldn't be living like that. We should not, this is our community. We should know each other. We should be able to fellowship together. We should be able to govern our own community so when stuff comes through here that No. We're not taking care of each other. And I felt like that was me taking care of my community, and then others to travel to their communities, because we already know Princess Anne Road is like it gets you literally from Eastern Shore over to goddamn Portsmouth and Suffolk and DC and all of that stuff, whatever. If you go up the right way, it take you everywhere. Does it not? Is it not a state route? State route? Whatever you say. Anyway, yes. So be the change. Be the change that you want to see. Be the solution. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are the sauce. You are the juice. I am the sauce. I am the juice. I am something in the water. For real. If you want to give yes. Shout out to your mom and all of them. Yeah. Relationships and stuff like that or whatever. But yes. We have to make sure that we stand up. We get involved in our communities where our hearts are. Where is your heart? Look at me. Where's your heart? So anyway, I just want to encourage everybody to continue to stride and reach for your dreams and your goals and all of that stuff or whatever. And like I said, continue, like, ask God to use you. Like, continue to be used. Continue to, when they say look within yourself, and yes, pray to whoever you want to pray to. That's what I'm going to say. Pray whoever it is that you want to pray to. And understand who you are. Understand who you are as a person. Because once you understand who you are as a person, there's nothing outside of you that can tell you who you are. If you know that you've done some things in the past or whatever, but you know you always had a good heart, like, you're a good person. But some things happen, and sometimes people are put in situations and they have to find the solution. They became the solution. So sometimes that's why we can't judge. That's why we can't judge people. We can't, you look at other people and worry about what they have and all that stuff. Just pray for them and encourage them. Just, but be true. With encouragement, be true. Some people cannot accept the truth because sometimes the truth is just not in them. But always tell the truth. Okay? Because don't nobody like a liar. But when you are true to yourself, who can tell you anything about you? You don't know me. But anyway, I want to thank my mom for being such a great support and for birthing me, like for, being a 16-year-old project chick. It's like my mom is so much more than that, but that's where she started from. That's where she came from. And she birthed me, a legend. You're the GOAT girl. But anyway, shout out to my grandma, because I had a praying grandmother. Thank you for all the prayers and for keeping it true. Because my grandma, she true. And I love you. My sister and those beautiful babies. Shout out to Taj and Sailor. And my sister, girl. I am my sister's keeper. So, and my brother's keeper. Shout out to Lon. But Taj and Sailor, that is the generation. That is who that traffic light is for, and the babies that I bring forth in this realm, in this life, So I just want to make sure that I continue to put on, not only for my city, but for my lineage, for my generation, for what's to come after me, like put on for them. After I leave from here and all that stuff, whatever. I mean, I'm talking but I'm not going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere, but I will be 30 this year. And 30, that is definitely a milestone. And I'll be 30, July 16th, Diva Day. But we want to continue to make sure that we know, like I don't know if y'all had watched my or listened to my podcast from last week with Zeus, but we can't give up on our dreams now just because we got kids and all that stuff. He said it doesn't even make sense at all to be holding off on your dreams, because you no live them out so that you can see your kids live out whatever it is that they want to do, because that's how you start living through your kids. And it ain't nothing like having a kid say, I don't want to do that. You see what happened to those girls on R. Kelly. She said she ain't want to sing. She ain't want to sing. And look at her. Don't be pushing these kids to do what you want them to do. But don't be letting them root, because I know some of y'all parents that be letting y'all kids tell them. Now, if it's something like playing the piano or, something like that, or playing, no, you're going to play this daggone instrument. You're going to do this. But all some other stuff or whatever. But hey, who am I? Do whatever you want to do with your kids. Who am But let's just make sure that we are teaching our children financial literacy, compassion, empathy, understanding of what's going, because it's just like people always like, we want, I don't want my kids to, but you have to, because your children are going to be exposed to a lot of things. It would be important for you to go ahead and tell them, for you to show them, like, because it's nothing like your child going out of your home and learning something from somebody else. And then you just like, well, where you pick that up from? Or who told you that? So you teach your kids. So talk to your kids, about things, okay? So it is important to talk to them. But yeah, so my prayer was, God used me, and if it is for any selfish gain or whatever, stop it. That next day, no, that same day, that was that Sunday, because I started a petition. I was leaving the library, and my mom had asked me to pick up Lon Lon, and I did not. Lon Lon is my brother, and I had itching right there. But anyway, Lon Lon asked me to pick him up for work, and I'm like, I ain't going to pick him up. So, but I was just like, all right, you know what? I'm going to go ahead, got a couple of signatures, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick him up. So I was leaving the memorial site. I had already went out there before. I had recorded a video, went to the library, published the petition, and then, I'm leaving to go pick up Lon Lon. And I see this woman, this little boy, and this man. And I'm just like, I put on my hazard lights, and I pull over, and I'm just like, hey, are y'all family to the little boy? And she walked over, and she was just like, I'm his mother. And I just broke down. I was like, I just left the library. I started a petition for him and all that stuff or whatever. I said, I'm pulling over. So I pulled over and all that stuff, and I showed her. And she was just like so grateful and so thankful. And, she was just golden. Shout out to Taisha Bateman. Like, when I tell you, you are gold, girl, you are gold. And you are gold because you gave birth to an angel. And that angel, we didn't know each other, somehow came knocking at my door and was just like, hey, I have an assignment for you. And here it is. Here it is. Because 3 years ago, 3 years prior to that, at that time it was 2, but now it's 3. 3 years ago, I had emailed the principal at Richard Bolin Elementary School to see about getting a traffic light up. And, I mean, not a traffic light, but some speed bumps. And I emailed him. He emailed me back. Emailed him one more time. He emailed me back, and that was it. That was it. I probably saw him and all that stuff, and he, but that was it. I saw a problem, and I guess the partial solution was let me email the whatever. But, I didn't stay the course. You have to stay the course, y'all. Sometimes once we see, we just stop right there. Like, oh, that was enough. No, that wasn't enough. Keep going. Keep going. I cannot express to you how important it is to just keep going, because it just doesn't stop there. Oh my God, it doesn't stop there. So every day, every single day, the news start calling me. Rhoda Young, shout out to Rhoda Young. She was out there going her live and all that stuff, whatever. Every day something was happening, and I'm still every other week. I'm going to the city hall, all this stuff or whatever. So it was just like and I was like, okay, God, yes, this is you. Thank you. Okay, what do I do? Like, what do I do now? Sorry, y'all. Anyway, what do I do now? So, yeah. And I start to feel like the only time I started to feel like that they weren't going to do it and all that stuff is just because I had some people telling me that they weren't going to do it. Like, there were some people who basically, trying to discourage me. I had somebody to tell me to my face, like a couple people to tell me to my face, they not going to put no traffic light up. And then one man came back and he both of them definitely had to eat their words, because I definitely have gotten an apology, from a couple of people but this one man, he was just like, hey, I just want to just apologize. He was like, he was just like, what type of person is that of me to tell you that they not gonna do that? And I was just like, yeah, right. Like that's, and I was like, yeah, like I couldn't believe you said that. Like, I had to tell him that. But I was like, I definitely couldn't believe that you had said that. But it's cool though. Like, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But okay, now when he ride down that damn street, Princess Anne Road, the intersection of Majestic, he gonna see a light up there. Yeah. I had to make some people eat their words, and I know they taste yummy, don't they? How do they taste? Exactly. Like a mukbang video. Mukbang, whatever it is. Yeah, like one of them. Anyway. People was testing my gangster. So anyway, when you ask God to use you, when you are looking within yourself and you are finding what it is, your calling, your passion, Lord, what is it that I've been here for? Lord, what is my purpose and all of that stuff or whatever, it finds you. And sometimes it doesn't. It finds you in the most unorthodox, if that's the right word, type of way and situation. And like I said in my last, like the call to action one, sometimes you find your calling, you find your passion in serving your community and community relations. Sometimes some of y'all just really just, while y'all trying to do all of this outside stuff or whatever, get it in your community. While y'all sending y'all kids out to all of this different stuff here and there, started in your community. There are some people who have just as much sense, common sense, business sense, artistic sense, talent sense, just operational sense of how to get something together. Started in your community. There's too many people that live out here that, I hate to say has-beens, but we're good. We're great at what they did and can teach and know how to coach and all of that stuff or whatever. Why not try to start your own whatever? Like, people, I just don't understand. I just don't get it. It's just like, why we so quick to outsource everything without just starting home, starting here. We quick to go run to others and all of that stuff or whatever without being like, I got the sauce, I got the juice. And then sometimes it can be discouraging because the people that you think, and how I feel, the people that suppose don't. But expectations, because we put those expectations on people and all that stuff or whatever, because we just like, yeah, I guess, we supposed to, but hey, things happen. We got to understand that we're human beings and whatever. So no judgment. But if you know what your obligations to a certain person are, do it. Whatever they are doing, whatever it is that they're trying to do. If you know what your obligations are to that person, what your role is in their life, whoever that person is, they're doing something, support. Okay? So anyway, with that being said, we got a traffic light that will be operating in the city of Norfolk within, I'm going to just say 30 to 45 days. I don't know. It might be sooner than that. But hey, because I don't want nobody to come back me like she said. I don't know. It could be within the days, 30 days, 60 days, 30, 40 days, 60. I don't know. Because the crossing guard lady was like, well, when is the lights turning on? I was like, I don't know, but I got a meeting with them this Thursday. I do. So, but yeah, I want y'all to continue to live in your dreams. Live in your dreams. Get out of trying to live in the dreams of other people, but live in your dreams. And when I tell you the things that I have spoken, the things that I have manifested, the things that I have prayed for, when I tell you things that I have seen in my dreams, they are definitely coming into fruition. And they're coming into ways that I didn't imagine. Like, I didn't know it was going to be like this, but it's like this, So I know that it's just stepping stones. And my stepping stone is creating some stairs. Okay? And like they say, it's no elevator to the top. And I'm trying to go to the tippy top with everything that I do, with servicing the community, building for me and mine, as for me and my house. Definitely want to be in tip-top shape. Mind, body, spirit, soul, you name it. Okay? So, normally Teacher Tuesdays is recorded on Mondays. I go live on Mondays, and I release the audio on Tuesday, but everything is going to be released today. However, I have to brush off to Desire Dance because Jess is giving us some Rihanna skin sexiness chair dance. Okay? Chair dance. Had to get that out real quick. But make sure y'all, again, subscribe, like, rate, leave a review, all that great stuff. Comment, share, everything. I'm going to continue to, develop this and all of that stuff or whatever. I ain't get no income tax to kind of, do the boom and the boom cats and everything and the kikis like I wanted to, because they're going to Offset. I don't even like Offset no more. Like, the fact that your name is Offset and I got a whole Offset front of, you know what? Anyway, but all I did was just buy a new wig, and I made this myself. It's crochet, but it's time for a new one. But anyway, I'm off to Chassé to Desire Dance at 176 South Rosemont Road, Virginia Beach, Virginia. $10 cash money at the door, or you will be directed to the Wawa that is just literally at the next light to withdraw $10 to pay. Okay? Or you can do $35 for a $5 punch card. Let there be lights. That means it is time to go. All right, Jess, I will see you in a couple of minutes. What time is it? It is 7:47. I have to get this up and rolling because I cannot not post. This is for my ladies tonight. So, all right, y'all. It's Tisha the Diva. This is for my ladies. Listen to me on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes Podcasts, Stitchers, Radio One. Just Google me, baby. Okay, Tisha the Diva. All right, it's Tisha Tuesdays. This is for my ladies. My 33rd episode, and I